a nuclear attack was commenced against the United States. 15 nuclear bombs have detonated in several areas across the country. They include Baltimore, Seattle, and Washington, D.C. At this time, all residents within a 400-mile radius of these areas should seek a fallout shelter. Fallout is a product of nuclear attacks. Prolonged exposure to fallout is the alert system. During this emergency, most stations will remain on the air, providing news and information to the public in assigned areas. This is WPIX.
In your room somewhere?
Continue to serve the New York City area. If you are not in the local area, you should tune to stations providing news and information for your local area. You are listening to the emergency alert system.
What do we do?
Oh,
Who you calling?
shit.
Okay, Ma, it's a prank. Hang up. Who you calling?
Oh,
It was a prank.
why are you doing that?
Just look.
That is scary.
You didn't be holding the camera the whole time.
I thought you was recording so you could put it on. Where did you get that from?
It's on YouTube.
No. Recording, did you know?
See, look how calm she is.
Like, ain't nobody scared.
Okay, y'all. My mom is definitely gonna kill me for showing y'all that video. Sorry, Mom. You had to be a sacrifice for this very important message that I felt necessary to spread today with you guys, alright? See, okay. With this whole world end idea, now this prank and going as far, I took it upon myself to kind of share with you guys how I like to put things into perspective, how I escape society around me, because it can get you trapped sometimes. So I just want to use this as an example to show you guys how I think about the society and things around me. First off, it's a huge distraction from the truth. It's just a distraction from the truth. Let's say, for example, how the news fills your heart with fear, as you know, because the world is supposed to end. You know, heard about nuclear bombs and things like that. It's meant to rile you up and get you scared, and you're like, oh my God, I'm about to die, so that you lose hope. You know what I'm saying? And that right there is where society is stuck. If you lose hope, that is the gateway that you lose to having a connection with God, you know, someone of a higher power. You know what I'm saying? And when you lose sight of God and His worth and your faith, everything around you will tumble down. You don't have any strength, and the evil and everything around you will consume you, and it will drown you, and you're falling victim to the bad side of earth. You know, bad side of, because you know there's a good side and there's a bad side to things. You either fall victim to the bad side and believe everything, or you can put things into perspective and look at it in a higher perspective. If you're afraid to die, if you're afraid of the world end, I am sorry to tell you, my friend, but you are not living right. Okay? And which kind of brings me to the saying, oh, there's two sides to every story. In actuality, there is three, you guys. 3 is a very magical, lucky number. Y'all got to start. Numbers are language for our spiritual beings. So I don't even see time anymore. When I look at the time, all I see is numbers and I read them. So that's a language. There are 3 sides to a story. And then our story, you have the world ending, and then we have the corrupted society. You know, you have our greedy government. Speaking of that, I saw my mom's car taxes today. Why is there a school tax on a car tax? You see what I'm saying? Like, it's just greed. It's greed. Our government's corrupted. Of course, your stupid president, Donald Trump, he's still in the White House. That's a big ass red flag. All right. Anyways, processed foods. They're pretty much feeding you. Y'all, if y'all knew what y'all was eating, you are killing yourself if you knew what you were eating. They don't care about us. Why is the food so cheap? Why are they basically handing out free tacos for $1? Because it's worth $1. With the, yeah. No wonder you gotta go take a every time. Y'all gotta think about it. Think about it. See both sides. Self-destruction is the power of the evil. You know what I'm saying? The flesh being weak. Okay? And then you have the truth that lies in the middle, which is a mix of both. And what a lot of people can't really see that part of to life. And which it lies in the hand of the Lord. You guys got to know that there is bad and evil here on earth. We can't do anything about that. Y'all already know that. But what we don't know is that God has a society of his own. The universe has somewhat of a government, you know, and laws, and you know, that's more, you should follow the law in the universe, you know what I'm saying, rather than, well, the society of the universe, rather than the society that we live in today. And actually, the world is not ending, y'all. It's a new beginning, a very new beginning that was needed. But in order to see this world, in order to have hope, you have to believe in God, and you cannot fall a victim to the society around you in order to have this vision, y'all. So it's important that you surrender your life to God. Karma is something that we can't escape. It's something real. That's a fact. So we are paying our karmic debts of the evil that has taken place on our world. We can't escape that, you know, that what goes around comes around. It wasn't our choice. It wasn't our fault that a lot of people sowed in a lot of seeds, bad seeds in our lifetime, and it has to, you know, come about and come back around. But that's like the law of the universe. You know what I'm saying? You can't break the law. You can't. It's not God's word. It's not gonna change. You know. It's kind of why we got stuck. It's not gonna change. The bad is gonna happen because it's what is being put out. There's evil in the world. You know what I'm saying? Just how it's kind of, think about it, how children test you, you know what I'm saying, and expect for there to be no consequence, and get mad at you when you punish them. You see what I'm saying? You got to think about it like that. It's like it all coexists, everything connects, and it's just, don't fall victim to this society. Question everything around you, like things that you eat. McDonald's, why their food is cheap? What you see Trump doing, why is he still in office? Commercials, specifically medical commercials. Why we need all this medicine? Where are all these diseases coming from in the first place? You know what I'm saying? Sorry, you know, I'm still reading off my paper. Why are seasons not making sense? You know, you gotta ask questions, y'all. Y'all gotta be curious for the knowledge and the truth around you guys, and analyze it. Don't be afraid to analyze and question the government. They ain't about it. You have to. God prepares you mentally. You see what I'm saying? If you're not prepared mentally, you're not gonna make it out here in this world. You know, you're not gonna make it, and you can't be prepared mentally by yourself. You cannot make it in this world by yourself. You can't. It's impossible. But as you know, it's draining out here, and as people, we're destined to be successful. You know, we're destined to live a life of joy, you know, and have money come into our way, and to just be happy. But we lack patience. You know what I'm saying? And everyone wants a quick dollar. Everybody wants to hit the lottery. You know, I would never want to hit the lottery, because I think it's tied into the government. You know what I'm saying? They're going to be getting their taxes out of your money. And, you know, but a lot of people don't realize that if you use the gifts and the talents, and if you focus your life on helping people, and if you know God, money is going to find its way to you. It's not going to be a problem. You know, your bills are not going to be a problem. Struggling to take care of your family is not going to be a problem. I thank my mom every day for everything that she's went through to, you know what I'm saying, raise me and my sisters on her own. You know, I thank my mom every day for that. And if you focus your life on God, those worries will literally shrink down into something so small, because everything else is going to follow. And this all comes with hope. So you cannot lose hope. And if you lose hope, That's it, y'all. Don't fall victim and don't settle for a mediocre life, or you're going to be happy and you're going to be stuck in. It's just not going to be good, y'all. You have to be, oh yeah, more importantly, spiritually strong rather than mentally strong. Know your God. He tells you everything you need to know. His word is real. Everything about it is real. That's the truth that a lot of people don't realize. And our job literally on earth is to live your life purpose. It's that simple. Not no 9 to 5. You know what I'm saying? That's our only job as people, and to create positive energies. But a lot of people fall victim to the tough and difficult circumstances that we go through, and the roadblocks, which are made to strengthen us. They're not meant to break you. You know what I'm saying? Life is not a fairy tale, you know, with fairy dust and Peter Pan flying around. Like, how else will you learn your lessons? So it's like the good, it all comes together. There's no way around it. And a lot of people seem to lose sight of that. And you just can't. You cannot. Life will be too predictable, you know. Imagine a predictable life. Like, fellas, would you want your wife to be predictable? Like, every time you come home, it's the same routine. Or you wake up and it's the same routine every day. Like, no, like, life would not have much meaning if it was predictable, you know. Like, it's just crazy. 21 Savage had one thing that made sense that he's ever said out of his mouth, and that was to turn sorrow into art. Y'all really gotta y'all gotta learn to look at the light during the dark times, even through the dark times such as the world ending. If you don't see the light in that situation, you ain't close with God. I'm so sorry, you're not close with God at all. You're not there yet. You got some work to do. And y'all really have to, you know, don't fall victim to difficult circumstances. Let that teach you something and go on about your business, you know. Be a soldier out here, because it's war, you know. Play to win. And God is really the only way out. The only way out, y'all. Like, he's the only person that makes sense. With you logical thinkers, yeah, I know you question, oh, what about science? Yeah, it took science too, but science stops at a point. It has an ending to science. Minerals, where the minerals and damn all that extra shit. Well, I don't even know much about science. I mean, I like science. It's cool, but not my best. But you can't explain everything out here. So it's, of course, it's something of a higher nature, and it's no doubt about it. You gotta be afraid of God. Don't be afraid of losing your house, losing your car, and being behind on bills and debt. Those are worries, and you cast all your worries on the Lord, and you just have your faith in Him. And I swear to you, I promise to you, that nothing can faze you, not even the world end. I am so sorry, Mom, I did that to you, but it was for a greater cause. I love you guys so much. Thank y'all for watching. Please comment, subscribe, and I'll catch y'all later. Peace.